Hello, my name's Sarah Winter and I'm a designer and garden enthusiast, and today we're going to be making one of my favourite things, which is bee bombs. So essentially a bee bomb is a little parcel of clay and soil and seeds made into a little small bomb that can easily be thrown anywhere in the garden. And from that, when it gets rained on, it starts to break down, the seeds germinate and flowers spring up, bringing to your garden beneficial bugs and bees. So we're going to get started. So this is actually cosmetic clay, so you can make a mask out of it if you've got a little bit left over. But what that does is it helps to bind our bee balls together and hold in some moisture. So the ratio is just 1 to 1, so 1 cup of bentonite clay. You need some fine compost. You can see that there's not too much stick matter. There's a little bit in there, but most of it is quite fine, and that's what you want. So we've got a 1 to 1 ratio there. This is some fertilizer, and all that does, you just put a couple pinches in, is it just helps to give the seeds a little bit of a kick once they start to germinate. And then we're going to put the best bit in, which is the seeds. Today I'm using what's called a bee-friendly flower mix. It's a range of different annuals that will sprout. And you want to put in about 2 packets, depending on the size. Anything like a rockery mix or cosmos is really good because it doesn't need too much soil to germinate. So here comes the messy bit. So you're going to wet this down, but the key is that you don't want to make it so wet that it becomes gluggy. You're just putting enough moisture into the mix to make it kind of like a Play-Doh consistency so that it holds together. If you put too much water in there, it can cause the seeds to start to germinate early. You're just adding a little bit of water at a time, just trying to get that right consistency, kind of like Play-Doh, just enough for it to hold together. So that is starting to look pretty good. The test is to just gently scrunch it in your hand, not too tight, and make sure that it holds together but still easily breaks away. And then, kind of like you're making cookies, just gently roll it between your palms so that it holds together. It's still able to fall apart really easily, because if you squeeze them too hard together and then it rains, the water won't penetrate and won't break down the balls. So once you finish making your bombs, what you want to do is take the plate they're on and go place it in a nice airy location. You don't want to put it in the full sun, you don't want to bake the clay. The idea is that they're a bomb, so bombs away, throw them wherever you want. Next time it rains, keep an eye on the garden because they'll start to sprout, and then in no time you'll have beautiful annual flowers throughout your garden, bringing in all those beneficial bugs and insects.